Welcome back to another episode of Multiblock Madness, where today I wasn't planning on doing any nuclear stuff, but this guy melted down. What the problem was, if we check on chunk borders, you'll see the chunk borders right here, and I had these steam pipes in this chunk, and I didn't have these chunks chunk loaded, so steam wasn't getting extracted, and this guy ended up melting cells, and seems to be a thing with this design that it will still run if you don't have the right amount of fuel in there. But unfortunately, if you don't have all of your fuel cells with fuel in them, some of your moderators aren't active, and that means some of your heat sinks are no longer valid, which means this guy overheats and fuel cells melt. So yes, something to watch out for here. And I suspect, so we've only got one cluster, yeah. And if the net cluster heating isn't -1, which it wasn't for a while, it was like -200, and that was because some fuel cells had melted into beryllium. Yeah. If we ever get to the point where this runs out, and the reason I ran into problems was because I didn't have the space station importing fuel back in. If there's ever not enough fuel in here to fill all the fuel cells, he will still run with only some of them going, which is bad. And he melts down, and then it's a big problem. We still produce, yeah, like 500,000 arithmetic from this guy, 511, and this guy's actually producing 600, so I'm not sure why it said 500 and something before. Maybe I didn't put enough fuel in, and so he was going to melt down anyway. Yes. Cool, 84.9%. We have fuel, we have steam. Until we run out of fuel here, that should be fine. I've got the reactor builder still hooked up, because I think when I was replacing fuel cells, I put something in the wrong place, and it just seemed easier to let the reactor builder build the whole thing, but he doesn't work quite right. He doesn't place the sources. He just put casings everywhere, but he does do the inside of the reactor first, so I'm hoping if any of them melt, I can get this guy to build. Invalid block. You see, he's already saying there's an invalid block here. Right, which is because this is like a casing. I mean, it should be a casing, but I don't know. Let's go. It's good. It's good. Still a lot of radiation here. Yep. Still a lot of radiation happening here. It's pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous, hence why we had the radiation suit. But today, let's get back to the quest book, which I think I've ignored for quite a while. What was in here? Update the quest book. We haven't updated since then. Is there anything from nuclear engineering we could get? We could get that. I do have I was going to build an ore leacher. And I guess we could do this stuff. We will hold off on this and see when we need to get into it. So, the next thing we need to make, we could either come up here and make the ender crafter and make twilight ingots. All of this leading us towards the ultimate ingot. We'll start with luminescence. Now, I did have everything previously ready to make this. So for luminescence, we need liquid sunshine and a crystallizer. Pretty simple. To get a liquid sunshine, we need a vat. Actually, hang on. We need don't know what's going to be the easiest to make here. Maybe radiant dust. Actually, I think we looked into this previously. So glowstone nanoparticles is a sag mill with clay-coated glowstone. Eutectic neck glowstone mixture. Right. So heat exchanger, I don't think we can't do that. That's right, this was this stuff. So to get that, we need eutectic neck alloy, an energized glowstone, and a fluid mixer. I'm pretty sure energized glowstone is just melted glowstone. Easy. Eutectic neck alloy. Fluid mixer, potassium, sodium. Sodium, molten sodium. Sodium dust. Liquid sodium from mechanism. Sodium, which comes out of brine. Right. So we are already getting that. Cool. So we'll go for sodium. And potassium. Looks like there's only the nuclear craft potassium. Potassium dust. Could be doing this stuff. I think we've got all of this for an ore leacher. Or we could go for potassium hydroxide, which is potassium hydroxide, which is that. Potassium fluoride. Where are we getting the potassium from originally? Potassium hydroxide. You're not helping. So we need to get, looks like we need that ore leacher. And we got ourselves an ore leacher. Now, thinking about it. We are probably going to be wanting to process some of this stuff in the ore leacher instead of in these guys. And I've been playing around with the auto sorts because I think ideally we just need another purifying factory, or a higher tier purifying factory with a lower tier injecting factory, because you get scummed up. Get scummed up on the different types of stuff. I mean, to be honest, we don't need to be doing copper, but that's okay. So, ore leacher, I think you're actually going to end up going here somewhere, or maybe even over here, because this might be where the sulfur is. Sulfuric acid, and I think that's what we need. So this is tripling, and it uses sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid and nitric acid. Oh, we can get mercury. That's interesting. So nitric acid I don't think we have. Sulfuric and hydrochloric. I think we have hydrochloric over here. Got hydrogen chloride. Okay. Liquid hydrogen chloride and water. Cool. Right, so we need a chemical reactor and a condensator for this hydrogen chloride. I don't know how good all of this stuff is going to keep up once we do this. One rotary condensator. And yes, this is going to get a little bit messy. But I mean, I think I've given up on trying to make a tidy machine situation. So if we can't change the output sides of this, we might be able to change the output side of this. No, we cannot. So which side? Chlorine, and you're putting liquid chlorine in here. Cool. So you actually want to go here. Hydrogen chloride. Don't know that all of this is going to keep up with what we're going to be doing here, but we'll give it a go. We should actually have some... Oh, we got those conduits. Let's... can I sneak this? Let's just break that. Cool, we got a little bit of unnecessary cabling there. So you're now making a liquid hydrogen chloride, and now can you take gas upgrades? Speed, energy, and muffling, and speed. Okay, no. Sweet. So liquid chlorine is going to be coming out this side. Probably means, and oh dear. Oh no, not what just happened there. We're going to want to get power up to... Now we could probably do this. Can, but we're hooking... No, you're filling up with liquid oxygen. That is not what we want. You want to go, like, here. Now, since this is a liquid, we should actually be able to... Cool, you're not going to connect in a way that we don't want you to. Liquid hydrogen chloride. And you're also going to want sulfur. Now, sulfur is all the way over here. Let's just get some ender tanks. I think it's going to be better than all the cables we'd have to run otherwise. We can probably plonk this here. Got nothing in you yet, which is good. And then we will... Oh, I should have actually been careful with what I was doing there. Insert an orange. Sulfuric acid. Nice. Cool. You don't need to do anything here. Hopefully we're making enough of this other stuff. I don't know if all of this is going to keep up. You're getting sulfuric acid. You've got no power here yet. And how are we going to do this? Probably with a flux... No, we don't need a flux plug. We've got power here. We just need to automate it. Not automate it, hook it in. So let's go up here. We probably don't need that. We did need that. That was definitely a vital part. There we go. We don't need... we kind of... We just don't need it hooked up, but we need all those cables there. Right. Hydrogen chloride. Oh no, we're doing the wrong thing. We're not quite ready for that. Stop. Stop. That's not at all what I want. I can't get stuff out either, can I? You just want water. You just want water. That's what we wanted here. Cool. I mean, messy. Messy indeed. You're making hydrochloric acid. Nice. Yeah, we need to speed this guy up. And if we were doing that, so we've got hydrochloric acid. Then we use sulfuric acid, so we just need nitric acid. Okay, which needs nitrogen dioxide, which is oxygen. And nitric oxide? No. What? Do we want nitric oxide? I want nitric acid. Oh. Interesting. Which needs water and nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide needs oxygen and nitric oxide. Which we get a little bit of it back from that process, right? Nitric oxide is nitrogen and oxygen. Which, don't we have a whole heap of nitrogen? My liquid thing's over here now. Liquid nitrogen. Nitrogen. I think this is the nitrogen we want. Cool, so let's get some of these machines. Alright, so chemical reactor. I'm not entirely sure where I want to put this, but I think somewhere along here is going to be cool. We kind of want to end up, maybe, with our ore leacher being here, because I don't think it'll auto output. Looks like he's doing stuff, but he's most certainly not. So the ore leacher needs all sorts of things. Yep. Let's go chemical reactor. Yeah, these are going to be difficult to figure out. We'll do this. This probably isn't exactly how we're going to go. But, so this chemical reactor needs nitrogen and oxygen, which we have in abundance in the system. 61,000 buckets of oxygen, 200,000 buckets of nitrogen. Keep in stock nitrogen and oxygen. And this is going to make... It's going to do something once we have power here. And then I think we could... Stress fluid conduit, maybe an ender fluid conduit. Already got them on us. Extract purple, always active, insert purple. Filling up nitrogen and then filling up with oxygen. Nice. We've got a energy conduit. I guess we'll just... He's going to start on you. Cool. 1,000 arithmetic, slowly making something. I think he's making nitric oxide, right? Yes. Nice. So we're going to get nitric oxide. Then we want liquid oxygen. No, already got. We don't need liquid oxygen, right? Nitrogen dioxide is oxygen and nitric oxide. Cool. I think we can probably... You got nitric oxide, that's not really what I wanted. But that is what's going in this next one, right? Nitrogen dioxide is nitric oxide and oxygen. But we just want a bucket of oxygen. So we can extract it and filter. Like with a fluid filter. Because you're going to be, yes, exporting on brown. Inserting on brown, you're going to be getting nitric oxide. Nice. But we also want extracting the fluid filter. Just oxygen. On blue. Always active. Insert on blue. Getting nitric oxide and oxygen. You're also going to want power. Nice. And you're going to be making something. Nitrogen dioxide. And nitric acid is nitrogen dioxide and water and hay. We can also extract water. If we keep water in here, we'd have to then filter, which might be a good idea. If we instead put the filters on here on our insert, so you only put in oxygen and nitrogen. You only insert, what do we want out of this? Oxygen. You only insert oxygen. Yeah, then we can do this. Change this to purple. We don't want that connected. Shouldn't actually be an issue, but it just looks wrong. You're going to export out here on, I guess we'll just go nothing, brown, extract, insert on brown, extract, always active. We're getting nitrogen dioxide, and then we're also going to clear this filter. You're going to insert on purple, but you're only going to let water in, and you're also going to keep water in stock. And let's not do that. Cool, and then you just need some power. And this is going to get us, we need to make a whole bunch of speed upgrades. This will get us nitric acid and nitric oxide. And then that means, because you need nitric oxide, you can extract on white. We'll just go on a completely different colour. Insert on white. And we want to filter your insert. Nice. So nitric acid. Need a bucket of that. Cool. And we want nitric acid in him. I mean, yeah, we're going to need to filter it. You're only going to extract nitric acid. Because yeah, and you need to avoid excess of that, because we always want nitric acid. But we don't need to keep producing nitric oxide. Extract on purple, cyan, we can use for a bit. So not cyan. Always active. Nitric acid. Cool. The ore leacher also needs hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Hydrochloric acid is here. I guess we'll probably endotank this. So sulfuric acid. I mean, we can stack these. Yeah, we can. Sulfuric acid. We're gonna need another one of them. Then I just need some ender fluid. Extract always active. Nice. Then you need power. Cool. And you're ready for ore leaching. Cool. Now he's obviously going to be probably pretty slow. No speed upgrades and anything. Yeah, it's kind of tidy actually. That is not too bad. That is not too bad. Yeah. Cool, because we're trying to get sodium, right? No, we could get sodium? No, we couldn't. So sodium... Should we look at sodium? Brine. Oh yeah, we're getting that from there. Wait, why do we need this? I'm confused. Wait, did I make something I didn't need to make? Why was I doing this? I can get zirconium, cobalt, pulverized nickel, niobium, which I know we needed for something, hafnium, sodium, dust. I think we didn't actually need this. I think I may have done the wrong thing again and not looked at the recipes properly, because we can get sodium. Brine makes sodium and chloride. Right, we've got sodium over here, right? Somewhere. Sodium. And we're dumping the excess of it. We're not even using the sodium. Wait. We're going to use the fluid mixer. Eutectic knack. Sodium and potassium. Is it potassium we can't make? I see where I went. Well, we needed the ore leacher anyway, but I don't think I actually needed it right now. Darn. But that's cool. I think, yeah. Okay, so not actually what I was trying to do, but I've accidentally made something that we need anyway. So if we look at things that are handy, chrome dust would be kind of handy, but we get so much iron. Silver, and that's not super handy. Mercury. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Tungsten's handy, iridium's handy. We kind of already get that. So we definitely want to put uranium ore into this. And hafnium dust? Probably. I guess sodium dust. And we can get potassium dust from magnesium, actually. Okay, and calcium I think we use for something else as well. Alright, so this might not be too bad. Boron we don't want to do on this, because we just get boron back and we're quadrupling it. currently. But yes. So we need to stop these ores going into here. Let's get our uranium. If you were in here, you're actually kind of fast. You're actually kind of fast. We'll do bottom conduit. Always active, insert. There we go. We get some uranium. Uranium. It's just uranium. Is it like a really low chance? I thought we were supposed to get thorium as well. Oh, there we go. We just got a little bit of something. Let's turn this off for now. It's mostly just getting uranium, actually. So we're actually going to be losing uranium. But I mean, niobium, I think we do need it for something. Making yttrium, perhaps? Then I don't know what yttrium is used for. You know, I don't know what we do with that. A molten yttrium... Yeah, actually we do need... I've seen them, right? We might want that. We might want whatever that thing is, and it's used in... If we ever get this far. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of thorium. That's not great. I think it should be okay. Hafnium. Hafnium ingots are used for making hafnium fission neutron shields. Maybe? We can get tungsten. No, we don't want hafnium that much. Hafnium spallation waste. Ooh, here we... Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is europium? 155. Can be used to make europium dust. Can make vanadium dust, which we would then get vanadium bricks. Should get us vanadium glass, which we don't need for anything. Alright, so we don't really need that by the look of it. Oh, unless we wanted molten terbium? These are all rock counting things, right? Molten iridium. Forge of the Heavens uses that. Right. That would get us positive deposition matrix. With some anti-helium would get us incoherent matrix, would get us Phylon, would get us neutronium ingots. Okay, so we do want some of the stuff, I think. I think we should set it up so that we get some niobium. So that we're always just processing those ores, and we'll slowly build up these byproducts that we actually do want. Active without signal, thank you. Cool. And carrying on with our ore processing, just did another layer of purifying factory, crusher, and enriching factory. And it just makes up for the fact that sometimes this guy makes too much stuff for the other machines to keep up. But now we're running out of hydrogen chloride, and despite checking like horrendous amounts of power into everything, we're starting to get bottlenecked by this evaporation controller, or this evaporation chamber tank thing. So just crafted up a bunch more of these to hopefully increase the millibuckets a tick. And yep, looks alright. And I also started using a fluid laser to transfer out of the sink into this guy because the pipe wasn't keeping up, and we've discovered just how ridiculous fluid lasers are. So yep, back stuffed on brine, keeping up with hydrogen chloride. We're not often using this, but when we do, it's handy. And I think I now have everything for the Void Miner Tier 6. I'm going with a black laser lens instead of the crystal laser lens because we don't really need crystals anymore. I mean, we can start building with them. Could be kind of cool. They're kind of nice looking blocks. Yeah. But aside from that, we don't particularly need more. Like, I don't think I'm going to build more void ore miners. So we're going with the black laser lens because it has a higher chance of getting... Oh, that's the wrong sort of miner. The void ore miner, we got a chance of getting oil sand I don't want. Coal I don't really want. Lonzonite, sure. But the main thing is thorium. 3.75% chance. So get a bit more thorium. We've got 12,000. We're actually probably... If we really want to be making a whole bunch more TBU, we're going to want a better irradiator than this guy. Yeah, we're obviously not getting through the thorium super fast, and which is okay. And we could leave this guy for just crafting actual components. So like our silicon wafers and stuff like that, I guess. And instead we could have another irradiator, probably on the moon. But let's see what we end up with building this guy. And I hope he's got enough room. 393,000 RF attack. And we wanted, let's use the crystal laser lens. Do I want crystals? Because we do have enough thorium at the moment. I guess the crystals are kind of cool. Nah. Yeah, we don't need more uranium. We've still got this guy over here. Which we could also upgrade to this big tier. Actually, that could be kind of cool to have this here. Yeah. Anyhow, let's check our power usage. Because what had happened was we were full on power, and it looks like we still are. We're inputting 800,000. Yeah. We're still making way more power than we're using. And let's see how much power we use. $800,000. Okay. That's probably too much. Yeah, we're outputting 1.21 million. We must be draining. Yeah, we're starting to drain power now. Just. And I just caught this reactor in time. Yeah, I managed to just stop him. He had like 30 something left. I don't know why they didn't... Yeah, with 31 HEP left. So we were just about to run out. And as we discovered earlier, that if you have like not quite the right... If all the fuel cells aren't full, this guy melts down at all. It's so radioactive here. Let's check on our radioactive suit. That's better. Yeah. So that was almost a disaster. So we are about to lose half of our power generation because we are not producing highly enriched plutonium. What is it? It's... I can't see a thing because it's nighttime. HEP 241. Are we just not crafting this? We've got heaps of this stuff left. This is just not getting crafted. Even though it should be. We can definitely craft these. Why are you not doing it? Do we not teach the recipe? That explains it. That totally explains it. Cool. Well, you know what? I think we've done pretty good this episode. We got the stuff set up. We were kind of working towards doing all of this to get to luminescence, and I think we'll probably finish that off next episode. But yeah, it's been ClassicDuff. Thanks for watching the episode. See you guys in the next one.